and welcome into my stream. I should put on chapstick before I go live, huh? It's okay. Welcome in, everyone. My name is Doña, aka Doña the Light, and I am your friendly neighborhood self-love coach. My primary goal is to help Black women go from being superwomen to healed women, because let's be honest, we built this country, built this world, okay? We don't need to be superwomen anymore. We need to be healed women who are calm and at peace and joyful and happy. Oh, Jones is in the chat. We deserve this. If this is something that interests you, let's work together. The link to scheduling a call with me to see if we're a good fit to work together will always be in the description of my YouTube videos. If you're catching the stream live on Twitch, thank you for being here. Please contribute to the conversation by talking in the chat. If you're catching this replay on YouTube, thank you for watching. Thank you for finding my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. They are really incredible free ways to support my channel and help my videos get in front of more people that need to see them. And of course, share them, because that's very helpful. Today, we're talking about the power of a two-letter word, which, you know, in AAVE is a lot of different words. It's nah, it's I'm good, it's you tripping. Get someone else to do it. We're talking about the power of the word no. No is a complete sentence. However, to us superwomen, there are certain things that we are not the best at saying no at. Now, if someone disrespects us, or if someone is moving in a way, I'm loving the cut. Yes, thank you, boo. It's giving androgyny. It's giving, is that a boy or a girl? Take your guess. Just take your guess. You can pick. Thank you, boo. But yes, there are certain things that we have a difficult time saying no to. There are certain things that we will be ready to cuss people out about, but we'll still end up doing it in doing it anyway. So we really have to remember that the most powerful word in our vocabulary is the word no. Nah, I'm good. You good. You straight. You tripping. Get someone else to do it. I ain't feeling that right now. All of the different ways in which you can say no and pass that responsibility back to the person. That's the face for me. Pass that responsibility back to somebody else or the other person or whatever, because we don't need to do all of the things. We don't need to be seen as the person who can do all of the things all the time without sweating, without crying, without fussing, without, whatever. We don't need to be that person anymore. We don't. Starting today, you don't have to, prepare those around you for the fact that you're going to begin saying no more. However, you do have to practice. And as I mentioned on previous streams, previous videos, the best way to get better at something is to practice doing it. So let's think about that one person that calls you and is always asking you for something. And it could be little stuff. It could be like, yo, let me hold $10. It could be like, yo, could you come do my hair? Yo, can you just come hang out with me? They be calling you and they just want you to answer the phone. They expect you to be there and present and readily available when they need to vent, when they need to share, and when they need to get something off their chest. And sometimes, depending on who that person is, like if it's your mom or your sister or your uncle or your best friend, you feel obligated to say yes all the time. You feel obligated to support that person and be there for that person, when in reality, the only person you're completely obligated to care for is yourself, second only to your children. Why? Because you brought these children into this world, therefore they are your responsibility. Not just yours. It takes two people to make a child, so don't forget that. It's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother stream. But there's that person who's like your Achilles heel, that every time they reach out, you say yes. For me, it's my mom. My mom is my Achilles heel. And primarily it's because growing up, She's a single parent, grew up in a single parent household, and I just feel obligated to help her because my thought is, well, if I don't help her, who's going to help her? You know what I mean? Hey, Fergie Boo, welcome in. Let me do my shout outs super quick. Spuddy Love is actually currently streaming her incredibly beautiful build on The Sims. She's making an apartment building. So if y'all need interior decorating, I'm gonna need y'all to check out Spudwitch. Just check out Spudwitch. You can find her. Hello, Indian. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the chat. All the women in my life are doing in these voices. Oh my god. Spuddy is incredible. Have you played Fried Chicken Simulator yet? Yeah, you can go. It's a ban. Yeah, that's how you can get banned. Anyways, check out Spuddy's stream. Hi, bye. Hey, love. I hope you're making yourself something to eat. Check out Spuddy's builds. You can find their builds on The Sims 4 in the gallery under Spudwitch TV. Now, let's talk about Fergie Ferg. Fergie is you do have time, man. You be lagging. It's okay. Anyways, let's talk about Spuddy. Right. I mean Spuddy. Let's talk about Fergie. Fergie, hey sweet hey. Fergie is also an incredible sim player. She has all the expansions known to man, and her streams be live. Her last stream, her sim delivered twins and then got abducted by aliens. Like, where does that even happen? Seriously. So I need y'all to check out Fergie. I need y'all to follow her. When it comes to Jones Jones, if y'all are here, you're gonna hear me sing these my family's praises all the time. Jonesy is a World of Warcraft guru. He can help you learn your class better. He can help you learn how to raid. He can help you do tons of things. He's an amazing leader, and I need y'all to follow him too. When it comes to my husband, Cali Crocodile, he is a producer, a rapper, a singer, an all-around musician. I just be chilling. Y'all don't let her hide me. The women are the attraction. Nah. You be doing it all. My husband is a producer. He's a singer. He's a rapper. He's an all-around musician, incredibly creative, and his streams reflect that. He doesn't stream as much as everybody else, but he does stream. It be live. All right, back to the topic at hand. Saying, nah, I'm good. You good. I don't want to do that. All of these things, right? So my mom, right, exactly. You deserve the hype. My mom is my Achilles heel. My mom asked for help. I just say yes. I'm there. I'm in her like swimwear. However, after being pregnant with this guy, this little baby right here, during my pregnancy with this guy, yeah, this one right here. Look at that little face. Look at the dimples. So many dimples. Anyways, during my pregnancy with him, she really didn't ask me for much because she didn't want to impose because I was pregnant. She would ask for little things, even though I was always down to support. It's the Kairu emote. I was always down to support and do the things because, you know, I stayed super active during my pregnancy. I didn't really let anything slow me down until I physically felt like I couldn't do things. And then I, you know, gave into it instead of trying to push through and be strong. But prior to that, probably right before I got pregnant with Kairu, I started noticing that sometimes my mom would reach out and I just really didn't have the bandwidth to do whatever, you know. And sometimes it's not even like, oh, can you help me, you know, clean the yard, or oh, can you help me blah blah blah. Sometimes it was like, hey, can you, you know, come over and then just go with me to pay some bills or whatever. Like, she just wanted me to spend time with her. But whenever I'm with my mom, she tends to vent and share and vent and share and vent and share. Now, mind you, in addition to being a single parent, my mom really has never had any person who she really lets in emotionally. I've kind of always been that person. And I'm coming to realize, you know, how much of a disservice, that is for us to do that to our children, because like I see it happening with other parents and they don't realize that, they're leaning on their children, and I'm talking about young children, like, 10, 11 years old, they're leaning on their children for emotional support because they don't have someone else, another adult, a therapist, or someone to do so. So if this is happening to you, or if you recognize that you're doing this to your children, please get a therapist, get a life coach, get someone else who can support you through those times, because your children, it's not fair to them. They don't even know how to process their own emotions, and it's not fair that you're basically forcing them to hold space for you. It's not their place. Your children owe you absolutely nothing. They don't, because you brought them here. They don't owe you anything, right? So, anywho, I started recognizing that sometimes I just didn't have the bandwidth, so when you start saying no, you start off with like the soft no. It's like, oh, maybe tomorrow, or oh, not right now. It's not a direct and clear no, and that's okay. Anything that you can practice to get to that final no. I think that's how you say no in sign language. No. No. This is yes. No. No. I need y'all, side note, if you want to learn sign language, I need y'all to go on TikTok and find these incredible black women who are deaf. These incredible black deaf women who are signing, because they're sharing signs and they're like putting their little AAV spin on it, and it is life. Like, one of the girls was signing what's the T? I can't do it because my hand is holding the baby, but she was like, what's the T? Like, what's the T? It was perfect. Anyways, you got to get to the point where you can say no. Just no. Not right now. Yes, I will send one to you for you know how Instagram and TikTok be, when you start liking stuff, usually it'll keep sending stuff your way. So I got to get back on I was supposed to be learning sign language. Y'all ain't holding me accountable. It's y'all fault. It's everybody's fault. If you're watching this video, it's your fault that I'm not practicing my sign language. Anyways, maybe I should do it on stream one day. That'd probably help a lot. Anyways, you have to work up to the point where you can just say no. That's it. Not right now, maybe tomorrow, I don't feel like it. Those are great, like I said, soft no's or ways to practice, but they leave room. They need room. Okay, Fergie, perfect. So then we need to hop on some little video chats and we can practice together. He said, how the heck is it our fault? It just is. I gotta blame someone, not myself, right? The trouble with saying not right now, or etc., etc., is that it leaves room for questioning. You know what I mean? Like, if you say not right now, they're like, okay, well, when? And now you have to answer that question. If you say, I don't feel like it, well, what are you feeling? Are you okay? Etc., etc. When in reality, you want to end the conversation. You want to end whatever it is they're asking. I'm warming a potato. I'm warming a potato down bad. What words are these? It leaves room for more questioning, clarification, etc. Right, exactly. My question for you, what is happening? Whereas if you say no, and someone asks you, why? Because I said no. That's it. Because I said no. And then you can move on. Or just leave. And that's what we also have to really practice doing. Literally exiting. Just physically moving to another location. Don't even stay in that space and give them a chance to confront you with more questions. Because a no is a complete sentence. That's it. Are you hungry? No. That's it. I just like leaving. You gotta say no, Fergie. You can't just disappear. Oh my goodness. Joe said, nah. What are you non about? What happened? I gotta make a new email with my bald head. She said, oops. I'm telling you, Fergie. You gotta say something. Leaving without speaking isn't good. Exactly. You gotta say something. Just say no. Say it and sign. And then just dip out. They're gonna be like, what'd she say? But you communicated. It's not their fault they didn't understand. On another note related to sign language, there's a person I follow on TikTok, forgot his name, but he made a video recently of him just signing, and he wasn't interpreting, he wasn't speaking, he had no captions, and it was really, really amazing to see kind of how you feel in that situation, and it helped put yourself in the perspective of being a deaf person, someone who's deaf, a person who's deaf, you know, going through this world where everyone is speaking and you can't hear, you know, because you're deaf. I think this is deaf. Not their fault they didn't understand. Exactly. Do you want to go on a date with me? And they just dip out. Just dip out. It's okay. You know, whatever the question is. But I had to start noticing when my mom would ask me things that, you know, forgive them for they know not what they do. Exactly. That I didn't have the bandwidth for it. And I also started realizing that I had to trust what I felt in my body. Like, if my mom asked me to help her, and I felt no discomfort, no resistance, I didn't start thinking about excuses or ways I could get out of it, then I just did it. But if something in my body was like, ugh, again, or, you know, any kind of resistance or frustration or just discomfort, then I had to start realizing that's my body trying to get me to say no. For example, yesterday, I have a student that I tutor. I usually see her on Thursdays. Her mom told me that after last week, we were going to continue until after the winter break, right? That's how it is with my mom sometimes. Exactly. You got to trust that feeling that's coming up in your body. So I said, okay, cool. So she missed her last session because she forgot she had it. She contacted me yesterday evening and said, hey, do we have a session tomorrow, aka today, Thursday? I said, no, ma'am. Her mom, because the group chat said, can we schedule one? And immediately I was like, ugh, I don't really want to do that. Like, should I say yes? I almost asked Grover, like, excuse me. I almost asked Grover for his advice. Like, what do you think I should say? I don't really want to do it. But if you have to ask that question, then the answer is no. So it took me a little while to respond. But I responded and said, no, unfortunately, I'm no longer available the rest of this week. Because I just didn't want to do it. Like, I would rather have those things pre-planned, you know? I like to know what is going to happen in my week, you know? I don't like last-minute stuff. I don't like to have to prepare for things or, you know, like, oh, do I have a babysitter, you know, to keep the baby because Grover's at work, you know? Those things, I don't want to have to think about that kind of stuff. At the last minute. I want those things to be, like, I want to know what my week looks like. There's going to be things that pop up, of course, you know, plans aren't exact, but, yeah, those things I want to know way, way ahead of time. So, I honored the fact that it didn't feel good in my body when she asked me if she could schedule a session. I didn't ask when, I didn't ask for how long. I was going to, that's what I was thinking. I was like, well, maybe if I ask, you know, how long do you need to be seen? What time do you need to be seen? You know, but the honest truth is, I didn't want to do it. So I honored the fact that I didn't want to do it. Hold on one second, y'all. I gotta blow my nose. Thank you for feeding Symphony. I try and make my points to feed my little pet kind of low. But anywho, if someone asks you something, you can even, a really great way to help practice too is to tell them that you'll give them an answer, you know, in this amount of time. You know, I'm busy right now, I've got something going on, you know, can I give you an answer in the next hour or so, or in the next 24 hours? Oh, hello. Oh, okay. Okay, sir. Sir, you good? Good, sir? Sure? Okay. Did you whip up something? No? Oh. Oh, okay.
I survived.
So excited. Bye. Love you. But if you feel some sort of discomfort in your body, then you have to honor that. And again, you can use, you can start practicing. Can I give you an answer by this time, by this day, by this whatever, in this amount of time? As you work your way up to saying no. My best friend Sabrina and I, my favorite family, we used to say that you have to, like, in your mind, just be like, 1, 2, 3, go. And just say it. Whatever it needs to be said. That goes for saying no. That goes for if you just need to say something to someone, but you're practicing, being more direct with your communication, or just practicing communicating, period. And you get way, way, way too in your head when you have something to say. You know what you want to say because it's repeating in your head over and over and over again. You've given yourself different versions. You say it in different languages. All of these things are happening. But you just can't let it leave your lips because you're concerned. And again, the longer it stays in your head and keeps ruminating and circulating, the more difficult it's going to be for you to say it. So we used to tell each other, you just gotta count to 3 and then just say it. Like count to 3 in your mind and then just say no. Count to 3 in your mind and say I don't want to. Count to 3 in your mind and say whatever. Excuse me, but it kind of helps to put you in the mindset of, I don't know. It was kind of like a really childlike thing to do, but it helps in a lot of situations. If you just, 3, 2, 1 or 1, 2, 3, and then just say it. Because I don't know if it's a sense of urgency or something, but it just helps you to just get it out. Helps you to stop ruminating over it and doing all those things. So yeah, give it a try. Now, what's up, buddy?
Is that just more Miss Fergie?
Yeah, Miss Fergie's here, and Jones was in there, and Spudwitch was in there.
Can I say hi to 3 people?
Can you say hi to 3 people?
There's Callie.
There's Callie. Yeah, well, he went to work.
When we back up the museum.
Yeah, go get your scissors.
Where's the scissors?
They're downstairs on the island. Look, Fergie says hi, DJ.
Hi, but you could try to put Jones.
Okay, go get your scissors. You can come back. If you are struggling with superwoman schema, a part of that is basically being completely available to everyone else and not really recognizing how much of a disservice you're doing to yourself by being so available. Oh,
There they are.
okay, come sit down. You can come. Excuse me, I was gonna try and mute my microphone, but I'm not fast enough. Thank you. Children. Be right back. Thank you for the bless you. These sneezes. If you have difficulty because you feel like you need to be there for everyone else, consider how much better relationships would be if you allowed more of a give and take. If you allowed people to be there for you the way that you're there for them, as well as, if someone else tells you no, you honor it. So consider, what's the worst thing that could happen if you say no to someone. Look, Joan says, hi, DJ.
Oh.
He said, oh. Kyrie, you okay, buddy? I know, right? He was coughing.
Mommy, look, I'm done.
You did it.
Mom, I don't think that works on the paper.
Oh, he's looking at his brother.
I think we gotta make...
Spudwitch says, hey, DJ. Kyrie, you good, buddy?
Yes.
See, baby. Why he chilling so hard? He's trying to see DJ, because DJ's over here.
What?
See, he's looking at DJ.
Tally crocodile.
Ah!
What?
The baby's moving a lot because he wants to look at you.
Stop Look at that.
Don't do that, buddy. Anyways.
I cut myself.
No, you didn't. Don't say that.
I cut my hair.
Okay, you gotta keep it. We'll glue it on some paper or something.
Glue it?
Anywho, I'm getting totes distracted. All of you in these faces. What faces? What's happening?
Ah!
It's the same one. It is the same face. My mom yesterday was like, "You're so cute with your haircut." And she's like, "Stop, DJ. Your head is too hard to do that." She's like, "Now your boys really look just like you." I was like, "I know, right?"
Mommy, we need to build the buildings in there.
What do you mean build a building?
We need a side on the walls. We need walls on the side.
Okay. We'll make a cube and then you can build some buildings.
I think there's walls right here.
Okay, go ahead.
We gotta cut them.
Go for it.
This side we gotta make.
Okay.
We need some.
I'm getting distracted, y'all. This is.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get some glue.
No, you do not need to get any glue.
I do.
No, you don't.
We need some walls.
We need some walls.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna make a cube, and then you can draw your museum again, and it'll be, yeah. All right.
Where to draw a museum?
Okay, buddy. I might have to wrap this up. I'm getting distracted.
You know what? I gotta put these walls. Okay.
Send help. Send help. Take the children. Take the child.
Right there on this side.
Anywho, y'all. What's the worst thing that could happen if you say no? What's the worst thing if you can say, what's the worst thing that could happen if you say, I don't want to right now. I'm not feeling it. Nah, get someone else to do it. You good. I'm good. What's the worst thing that could happen? Answering that question can really help make it a little bit easier to say no. Because typically, the worst thing that can happen is the person will be disappointed in us. Right? Whoever is asking us will be disappointed in us. But what is more valuable to us as beings over time? Someone else's opinion of us? Yeah, her genes be strong. Someone else's opinion of us? Or, you know, our energy and things like that. Our energy, our mental capacity, our ability to be there for ourselves. And that's the biggest thing. If your body is telling you to say no, then it's indicating that a no means that you get to be there for yourself. Hello, Raylene. How are you? Welcome into the chat. We're talking about saying no.
Mommy.
How you feeling and where you from?
Who's that?
I don't know. It says Raylene.
Can I say hi to him?
Sure.
You can try.
They can hear you.
I know, but stop.
Stop, DJ. What do you need?
We need to put
I know. We need to make a cube. Go ahead and sit down, and then we'll figure it out.
Okay.
I'm good. Love the Garney emo. Oh, thank you. That's my little that's my little channel point thingy. I don't think I have a regular emo. I did have a Garney emo, but I like the way it came out.
I was how I did.
Okay, DJ. My son DJ from the UK. How are you? I'm feeling pretty good today. I'm sneezy for some reason, and my son DJ says hello, and he's waiting for you to say hello back. But that feeling in our body, that uneasiness, that discomfort, that stop, DJ. Anything that we feel. Look, hi, DJ.
LOL.
LOL.
Ah!
LOL. LOL. That's not what LOL sounds like. Oh my goodness. Anywho, if we feel something in our body, it doesn't feel good, doesn't feel right, that's our body trying to signal to us that doesn't want to do whatever. Because, you know, our body knows what we need and what we want it to do and what we have the emotional space for, we have the mental space for. So if we're feeling anything when someone asks us something and, you know, it's not just a simple resounding, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Then we need to honor it. And we need to make sure that we are paying attention to this because often, very often, we ignore the things that we feel and we reduce them to, oh, I'm just getting old, or, you know, oh, this happens to everyone. Look, Callie Crocodile says, I love you, DJ.
Stop, Callie.
All the kissy faces.
Stop.
DJ says, stop, in his best puberty voice.
Stop looking at me.
DJ, stop looking at him. You're so sassy.
I'm not.
You are sassy.
I'm not.
You're the sassiest.
Okay.
So sassy.
Uh-oh. Nope. I need to draw some walls on that.
Friends.
For a plus.
Friends. Such a good message. I'm terrible at saying no. Oh no, Raylene, why?
What? What happened?
What do you fear the most about saying no?
What happened?
Raylene says, such a good message. I'm terrible at saying no.
Stop touching me.
DJ. No, either you're going to have a seat or you're going to go back downstairs. Which one?
Oh, wait.
Okay, then have a seat.
Why did Callie Crocodile just cry?
Because you didn't say that you loved him back, so he's sad.
Who? Me?
Yeah. So he's sad.
Take.
Sassy DJ.
I'm not sassy, Callie.
I don't know. I just get overwhelmed and then say yes.
Message.
That's a really big part of it. Especially depending on the relationship that you have with the person. Then regret it later. Exactly. Typically that comes from the way that the person responds when you have said no, or when you try to put up any kind of boundary. For example, I mean, children are an amazing example. Children prepare you for this. Because you say no to a child. Why is my camera out of focus? Get it together, camera. That did not help. There we go. If you say no to a child, what's that child likely going to do? Throw a tantrum. How emotionally exhausting is a tantrum? Very. The answer is very. If you don't have experience, the answer is very. So, what do you do to save yourself? Excuse me, that's too loud, buddy. What do you do to save yourself the emotional energy that it takes to have to manage a child with a tantrum? You say yes. And then you regret it later. Because whatever it was that you should have said no to was for the benefit of your life in the future. You know, like, no to too much candy, because then they get super.
Oh, can I say hi?
Hello, Michaela. Welcome in.
Can I say hi to
How are you?
Michaela?
Where are you from? They can hear you, DJ. They can hear you.
Can you say hello
Michaela,
to
my
me?
son DJ says hello. He would like for you to say hello back, if you'd like.
Can you say hello to me?
DJ, you can see the chat, buddy, and you know how to read. So you
Want
gotta
me to
look.
try?
No, it's okay. Just watch.
Oh.
There you go. They said TJ, but that's okay.
Hello to me?
Yep.
Oh,
So
no, TJ,
that
TJ.
emotional overwhelm is something that we have to practice working through. Because, again, children are great practice because they are constantly in a state of, oh my goodness, just very volatile emotion-wise. And it's not their fault. It's okay. It's
Oh, sorry.
DJ. D like David.
Oh, sorry, DJ.
Children are
DJ.
emotionally. Sit down, buddy. Have a seat.
Hey, that's not my fault.
Are emotionally volatile because they're still learning. They're still developing. They're still growing into little people, right? It's not their fault. It's just a fact of children. I mean, even some adults are emotionally volatile because they haven't learned how to manage their emotions, because they haven't maybe even had the space to have emotions. Anyways, to Rayleen's point, someone asks you something.
Mommy.
It's totally okay, Michaela. No need to apologize. No worries at all. I'm trying to manage staying on track with this little one that keeps popping in and saying stuff and distracting
The
me.
museum needs some windows.
I know, DJ. Go ahead and have a seat and draw some windows, or you can draw another museum. So that feeling of overwhelm typically pushes us to just do whatever's easiest or whatever is going to end the situation the most quickly, right? Which is someone asks us something, and we feel that feeling of overwhelm, we just say yes. That's how we end the situation quickly. But we're not doing ourselves we're doing ourselves a disservice because future us doesn't want to do it. Well, current us doesn't want to do it. Future us is going to, have to deal with the repercussions of not wanting to do it. The frustration that comes with it, the anxiety that comes with it. Maybe we just don't like being. DJ, have a seat, please.
Why is he tired?
Maybe we just don't like interacting with that person. Maybe they're giving us a task that we just don't like doing. Excuse me. Maybe we just don't have the emotional bandwidth to do whatever it is that they want us to do, or to do anything extra than what we are currently doing. So how do we conquer that overwhelm that comes before or comes after someone asking us to do something? Give yourself space. Give yourself space by telling that person, can I get back to you with an answer in this amount of time? That way, my mother knows I used to have tantrums. I did too. Well, I did when I was really young, and then I just kind of stopped because a tantrum meant that I had to kind of just deal with it on my own because they weren't dealt with, So they stopped. And that's where emotional distance comes from. But to Raylene's point, saying, can I give you an answer in an hour? Can I get back to you in an hour? Can I get back to you in 2 hours? Can I get back to you before the end of the workday? Can I get back to you in 24 hours? Gives you the space to immediately end the overwhelm because you did give them an answer, but then you can take the time. But then you can take the time to give the answer that you really want to give. I feel that I don't realize it's something I don't want to do until I said yes. I want to get better at saying no, but I feel like I can't process everything in like 3 seconds. Exactly. I've never tried delaying it. That's a good point. Delaying it would be a really, really great solution as you transition towards being able to say your soft nose, like, I don't really want to do that. Not right now. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe next time. You caught me at a bad time. And then you get to the point where you're just like, no, I don't want to do that. Whatever it is, no. My PTSD and gender dysphoria is bad today. Oh no, both of them are hitting hard today? I'm sorry, Michaela. If you want to share in the chat, I'm here to listen. I definitely would not mind being an ear for you today. PTSD and gender dysphoria are really rough. And together, that's just like a double whammy for stress and anxiety and frustration, and that's a lot. That's it just feels overwhelming. Just reading it feels overwhelming. But yeah, if you need a virtual ear, I got you. I'll probably be on for like another 15 minutes or so before I gotta get that kiddo ready for the day in school and stuff like that, but you can always whisper me too if you want to chat. I got your back. I know, same. Oh, thank you for the follow, Michaela. I appreciate you being here. I really, really do. But yeah, really, delaying it. Practice that. Even if you have to, like, write down a few, practice delaying phrases. Did that make any sense? Sometimes when we have to answer something quickly and we don't know what to say and we're trying to practice not saying yes, to something that we don't want to do, having like a flashcard or a note on our phone or something with like phrases we can say so we don't have to think about it. Okay, cool. I'll work on that. And yes, that made sense. So we don't have to think about it, helps us just get that answer and that response out more quickly. This makes me think of a video that I was watching yesterday on Facebook, one of those short videos. This gentleman who works in education was saying how difficult it is for children to answer when we ask them, what's wrong or why are you upset? Because, yes, writing down phrases is so helpful. Absolutely. Because, they don't really have the language. Plus, he mentioned that, if you ask a child why they're upset, now they feel like they have to prove to you, that their reason is valid, when it could be literally anything. It could be their favorite pencil broke. It could be absolutely anything. So saying, coming to them and saying something happened, and then letting them explain, kind of helps. I'm not really sure how I got there, but random tidbit. Michaela says, yeah, both today. I have way too many mental health issues. Oh, I'm sorry, Michaela. It sounds like you're feeling really heavy today, and that heaviness can make it really difficult to do just about anything. So if I could encourage you to do anything, it would just be the basics. Just try and eat some food, try and drink some water. Like, if you don't do anything else today, just try and take care of your very, very basic needs. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be happy while doing it. If you can, get yourself to just do those things and just take care of your physical body in those ways. And if you want some grounding exercises or something like that, or if you like to do yoga, I can refer some things to you. Just let me know. Let me know what kind of things you do enjoy, and that might be something else that you can do today. Like, if you enjoy to draw, or if you enjoy drawing, to draw today. If you enjoy singing, to sing today. If you enjoy doing Sudoku puzzles, to do some Sudoku today. Even, not with the intent of necessarily completing anything or, winning or whatever. Oh, thank you, Raylene. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Ooh, crocheting. Yes. Crocheting is such an incredible way to kind of lose yourself. You know what I mean? To just let your hands be busy and kind of free up space in your mind. Yes, crocheting is so relaxing, especially when it's like your jam, you know what I mean? Like, when you really get into it. Crocheting is really, really relaxing. I know how to crochet, but honestly, the most frustrating thing for me is going from that first chain stitch to the next stitch where you have to crochet it into the chain stitch. Oh, it's so stressful for me because I always forget to count how many chain stitches I did initially. I think it's just called a single stitch. I always forget to count how many I did, and then I'll do the next row and I'm like, I think I missed some. I don't think I did this correctly. Fergie's third in the chat. Yeah, my husband likes to sew. Sometimes to relax. He's made like the boppy pillow for our baby. He made me a little neck pillow. Listen right here. It's so adorable. It's a neck blanket or a neck pillow, and he made it for me. Fergie says, I have returned. I'm in the middle of a queen size blanket. Oh my goodness. Michaela, that's intense. But I hope that you don't have like a deadline. Like, are you making it for someone, or are you just making it just to make it? Because that's a big old blanket. Welcome back, Fergie, by the way. Thank you for coming back. Raylene says, I always have trouble ending the last row and end up doing like 30 more. That's a lot more, Raylene. That's a whole lot more. Oh my goodness. I love that. I love that so much. I appreciate you both for being here. Of course, Fergie, of course. So yes, Raylene mentioned how helpful it might be in our journey towards learning how to say no. Just no. Nothing more, nothing less, just no. To practice delaying the response, right? So if this is something that you're practicing, this might be really great for you. First and foremost is to acknowledge how it feels in your body when someone asks you to do something and you just don't really want to do it. Doesn't feel good. If it feels, it could be anything. You get itchy, your eye can start twitching, you get a stomach ache, or if all of these excuses and stuff start popping in your head, the chances are you don't want to do it. And it doesn't even matter why you don't want to do it. It really doesn't. If the answer is no, it's just no. So you don't have to rationalize it to this person and say no, because just no is fine. But if you're practicing learning how to say just no, getting to that point where you can just say no, practice delaying it. Tell that person, can I give you an answer in an hour? Can I get you an answer in 2 hours? Can I get you an answer by the end of the day? Can I get you an answer in 24 hours? And giving you that space can help you get to the point where you can verbalize and just say, 1, 2, 3, no,
Hey, love, hey, love.
What's up, buddy?
Jones.
I see the
He said hi
emotes.
to me.
He did. Once you get great at saying no after delaying it, then you can start trying the soft nose, the not right now, I'm not really feeling it today, can you ask me again tomorrow, or maybe tomorrow, or whatever. Michaela says at this point, it's whatever color I have. I feel that. I feel that. But is the blanket for you, Michaela, or are you making it for someone? Yeah. And again, remember, when your body is telling you these things, or your mind, maybe you get a headache. I don't know yet. Okay, I feel it. I feel it, absolutely. If you're feeling any kind of anything when someone asks you something, a headache, anything, it's your body trying to signal you and tell you, we don't want to do this. About to start work. Love y'all. Love your husband. Have a great day. See you later. Yeah, your body is trying to communicate to you and tell you that it doesn't want to do.
Hi, Kelly Crocodile.
Yeah, he said he's about to start work because it's almost 8 o'clock. He starts work at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. See ya.
And again, we often ignore those things. Like, I was talking to one of my friends, and she recently went to the doctor for her migraines. So her doctor gave her really, really great advice. She said, or they said, I don't know if it was a man or a woman, but the doctor said, I would like you to start documenting what you ate and what you were doing before the migraine came on, because that's the way that we can get to the root of whatever's causing the migraines, right? If it's like, oh, I was arguing with my sister, or, you know, my job just asked me to take on this huge project that I was not prepared for, or is, you know, not even a part of my job description, and then I got a migraine. So she started doing that.
See ya.
And I was checking in with her, and she said that she hadn't had any migraines in a little while. She just has headaches. And I said, okay, well, what's causing your headaches? And she said, I never considered thinking about what's causing my headaches because I take an aspirin and it's gone. And I said, okay, I hear you. You know, you feel that you don't necessarily have to investigate because there's a solution. But our bodies are supposed to operate in a state of homeostasis. That's what keeps our temperature at 98.6. You know, that's what keeps us from not living with headaches 24/7 and not living with gas and indigestion and muscle aches and joint aches 24/7, right? Our body is supposed to be in a level of homeostasis. So anytime it's out of that homeostasis, something is impacting it. We have to remember that stress causes a change in a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is a hormone. Everything that we feel, like tangibly feel, buddy, stop please, is caused by a hormone. Yes, exactly, because everything, Raylene says so true, so many mental things can cause physical issues. And we don't make that connection often enough. I mean, consider this. When, like right now, I feel hungry. Like my stomach feels hungry. That's the feeling that I've learned over time that means I'm hungry and my body would like some food. That's caused by a hormone. The feeling that we get when we are full, that's caused by a hormone. All of these things are caused and regulated by hormones. Hormones are chemical and they are internal. That's the reason why, you know, I really try and get people to understand that mental health issues like anxiety, depression, schizophrenia, bipolar disorder are literally an imbalance of the chemicals and hormones within your brain and body. That's why, like, oh, just think more positively, or just don't do those things that make you sad. That's not a tangible solution. We have to literally build new pathways in our brain in order to heal ourselves from these things. And that's also why some forms of medication, as long as they're prescribed for the correct reasons by, you know, somebody who's supposed to prescribe them, can be deeply helpful for people with mental health issues, because they help to re-regulate the hormones and the chemicals in our body, because our goal is to help our body. DJ, please stop, buddy. Is to help return our body to a state of homeostasis. Michaela says, I literally have all the mental health issues you named. Oh my goodness. See, that's why, that's that heaviness that I'm feeling, you know. I can feel the heaviness, Michaela. Like, yeah, I can feel it. And I can only imagine how heavy it is to exist that way, you know, especially in regards to not being able to trust your thoughts, you know. We all have, and I spoke about this on another video, another stream, we all have thoughts that are, you know, that can be hurtful, that can guilt us. I mean, we have them even when we are struggling with saying no, you know. If you say no, that person's not going to like you. If you say no, that person's going to be disappointed. If you say no, I don't know, that person's going to believe you're not a good friend, right? We have this negative self-talk, but when we have mental health struggles and issues and disorders like schizophrenia and bipolar disorder, it becomes even more difficult to trust the things that we think. And just imagine how maddening it would be to, you know, not be able to practice meditation and separate, you know, yourself from your thoughts. Will that help somebody with bipolar disorder? Maybe. But who knows how long it would take to get to that point? Or who knows if they could even get to that point without having a deep level of guidance, perhaps some medication, some support from medication, you know what I mean? So it's really, really important for us to talk about these things and seek support from professionals that can help us, you know. I personally am a life coach, and I know based on my experience, not only in therapy, but just as a life coach and interacting with clients, that, you know, a lot of people have not had the opportunity to do any kind of talk therapy where they can talk to someone, share what they're feeling and how they're feeling, and have someone offer them tangible support, not just, you know, stop thinking that way. Stop thinking that way. Stop thinking those thoughts, you know, instead to give you tangible solutions to the struggles that you're facing, you know, to remind everyone, or to remind my clients that this is a journey. It's not going to happen overnight, you know. Just like these issues that we're having didn't come on overnight, it didn't happen overnight, resolving them is not going to happen overnight. We have to give ourselves the time and the grace. But I don't believe that anyone on this planet should try or should have to conquer any sort of mental illness or mental health issue alone. A friend of mine recently said that they went to the doctor and found out that their anxiety and depression, was a lot worse than they thought, but they were relieved to know that there was a solution, you know. I just came out of a therapy session and felt kind of bad, so that's how I got here. Oh no! What made you feel bad, Raylene, if you don't mind sharing? Yeah, talking to others is such a good remedy. It is. But we have to be mindful of who we speak to as well, because a lot of times we tend to kind of put the therapy hat on family and friends, and it's not fair to them to not have a choice, you know. If I know that someone is struggling deeply with their mental health and they kind of choose me as their person to confide in, you know, I have the emotional intelligence and bandwidth to share with them, you know, whether or not I have space for them that day, that time, whatever, you know. As someone with 2 children, y'all can hear this entire time. My son has been speaking nonstop. You know, the baby just fell asleep. But that can take an emotional toll on me, you know. But I have a really great, or I have gotten good at kind of compartmentalizing. And in those moments, you know, I can take a break from my son and communicate to him that I'm tired or whatever. But yeah, I commend you, Raylene, first and foremost, for even having a therapist. But just know, just like some friends aren't the best therapists, some therapists are not a good fit. I'm just going to say that. Yes, I have to be careful not to trauma dump if they're not comfortable or without a professional. Exactly. And not all of us have that awareness to be mindful not to dump on others. You know what I mean? What's up, buddy?
I need help.
I know, we have to make you an actual cube so that you can stick them together so you can make a building.
When we're done to the building, then we're going to take that to Granny's house.
Yes. I'll show you how to make a cube. We gotta probably tape it together.
Tape?
Yeah, except I don't remember where the tape is. We gotta find it. But yeah, we gotta put it together so that you can make a building so you can draw all the sides like you wanted to draw. Okay?
Okay. We're drawing a museum.
Yeah, I like your museum. You want to show everybody? Let me see. This is DJ's museum. It's beautiful. It's really, really cool. All right, my loves. It has been a wonderful conversation. I appreciate you all so much for being here.
You're done?
Yes.
Okay.
Michaela and Raylene, if y'all need someone to talk to, feel free to send me a whisper here on Twitch. I'd be happy to have a conversation.
Okay.
Nice drawing. Thank you, Raylene.
Oh.
Thank you, Spuddy. I'll be back in your stream in just a moment.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Of course, Fergie, of course. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you.
He said nice drawing to me.
Yeah. I appreciate you all
thank
contributing to
you.
the conversation and sharing your experiences. It really means a lot to me that y'all are here and participating. Okay, buddy. Okay. Go ahead and go downstairs and I'll meet you down there. Take your scissors with you.
And we gotta take that. And we gotta take that paper.
Yeah, you can take the paper.
Let's go.
All right, I'll meet you down there.
Okay.
Of course, Berlin. Of course, of course.
Of course.
And if you, like I said, if you want to chat with me off stream, feel free to send me a whisper. You can also find me on TikTok, find me on YouTube, which is where this video is going to be posted after I wrap up. And yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you all for being here. If you are catching this replay on YouTube, I hope this conversation was beneficial to you. Please leave me a thumbs up like. And for those of you that are still here in the chat, let me link my YouTube channel, because I would appreciate if all of y'all, subscribe. There's my YouTube channel. It's Doña the Light. It's not Mrs. Crocodile. Mrs. Cali Crocodile. But anywho, yeah, if you're here in the chat, here in the stream, you want to follow my YouTube, please do. All of these videos, after I conclude them here on Twitch, I post them immediately to YouTube. And some of them are a little long, but it's great to listen to them as like podcasts. You know what I mean? Just kind of put them on in the background and just listen, because y'all be popping up in the chat and adding really insightful things to the conversation. So I really appreciate you. Okay, buddy. Go downstairs. I'll meet you down there. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I got something.
Okay, go ahead. I'll be right there. You can show me downstairs. Alright, love bugs. I gotta go tend to the little one. One of the little ones. Again, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate you. And I will be back tomorrow. If there's anything that you would like me to discuss, please leave a comment on any of my YouTube channels. If you're interested in coaching with me, the link to schedule a call will be in the description of my YouTube videos. Have a beautiful day, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow.